Talkative Sports podcast. I'm here again, your host, Shags, and with me, of course, we have Kaz once again. Um, Weekend was packed with a bunch of action from the top teams, and today we had some players honored for their performances over the last season. But before we get into that, drop a like, comment, subscribe, share with your friends.
Thank you. Please and thank you.
Please, 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 and thank you. All right. So, certain streets are saying that Vinicius Jr. was robbed. I remember when we were having this discussion last season. I think I said I thought Vinicius would win it. I think Marcus said he was going for Bellingham. But lo and behold,
Messi win it?
Well, no, we were talking about for this year. But yeah, Messi did rob it last year. Yeah. This year, the robbery has been done by a certain Rodri. So, my question to you, Zach, was Vinny robbed? Does Rodri honestly deserve it?
No, I think for the first time in like 5-6 years since the Messi era, it's gone to the right person. Rodri, because of what he did. Dating from the previous season, actually. Man City winning the treble, them going on being in 70 games with him, not just them, like for a club and country. Yeah. And I understand though this guy, your fellow African, is screaming about Vinicius has been robbed. That all Rodri did was play a few games in the Euros, and he came off for injury, and they still won. I mean, yeah, sure, but that doesn't change what he already did before that. He was supposed to win it, even if he lost the Euros. He would still have been the best player from the last 2 seasons by far. Scored the winning goal in the Champions League final. I mean, he's done it all. Whatever Vinicius has done, Rodri has done it all and then some. Okay, I guess he hasn't scored 26 goals in a year, but Rodri's a CDM. And he scores goals, he wins games, he does it all.
Yeah, I would tend to agree. And secondly, it's our fellow African. Okay, it's not just mine.
No, it's
fellow
yours.
African.
No, it's yours.
This is ours. You're
It's
African.
yours.
You can't escape the Africanness. You have that flag right there. You can tell. You can't hide it.
But he's Nigerian, so he's yours.
You see,
Hey,
why
it's
can't you
different.
ever
It's a
let
different country.
anything slide? Okay,
You can't just say Africa is a country now. It's Nigeria, it's a different country from Cameroon.
You said you're a fellow African. I'm like,
Yeah, your fellow African
fellow
from
Nigerian.
your part of the continent. So is your fellow African, as in what? Okay, your fellow Nigerian.
We're from the same part of the continent, right? So hey, our fellow African, my fellow Nigerian. Okay, I'll take that one.
Yeah, your fellow Nigerian.
But yeah, I think my fellow Nigerian is just talking. Like we discussed last episode, there's always something to talk about in football. It's like it's so easy because the content doesn't stop. So his reaction, it's always going to be loud. It's always going to be funny. He's always going to complain about something. That's
I mean, it's the way he's doing it though for Rodri winning. It's not. Go on. let me stop you.
Because like I think honestly Rodri deserved it, and I also think it's a breath of fresh air. I think football is healing. It doesn't always have to go to the star forward at the team that wins the Champions League that year. Like It doesn't have to. And honestly, overall, with what he did, the way he plays, his unbeaten streak is still going, right?
I don't think he's lost a game yet since.
Yeah, his streak is still going. So it's like
Like,
he's a
people don't understand how hard it is. That's why I give Caicedo so much crap, because people don't understand how hard it is to win games from the midfield, man. And it requires energy, it requires brilliance, it requires, I mean, the best skill you can develop as a human being, um to do the things that Rodri's doing. I mean, it makes sense that, like, his body finally caught up to him and said, wait a minute, you should not be doing this. You should not be playing damn near 2 back-to-back seasons in a row in the midfield, which we saw what that did to Conte. So, yeah, it's like insane what he's done, including a treble and a Euros to top it off. He deserves it.
Yeah, I don't think they were really counting like the treble from, I think that was 2 seasons ago, but it still
But
has
that's
to
part of
factor
his
into,
record. That's part of
yeah,
his win streak. So you
it
have
does
to
have
count
to
it.
factor into like them awarding him that reward
it's
award.
it, it's like me saying, yeah, the last time I lost a game, that was when, oh yeah, that was 4 trophies ago. Like, that's insane.
Yeah,
The last time I lost a game was 4 trophies ago. No, man. It can only go to one person. Yeah. Sorry, five, because including the Premier League this season, and the Euros, and treble from, because it's all part of his win streak. That's 5 trophies.
yeah,
And he competed in what, 6 with the FA Cup that they lost? No, 7 or 8, something like that. FA Cups, Community Shields. Yeah, I'm sorry, Vinny. Yeah,
yeah. He also like Vinny might have scored 26 goals
yeah, sure.
across all
Good,
competitions, which seems
good for
kind
you.
of low when we think about what Messi and Ronaldo were doing when they were
That's
winning.
what I'm saying. So, cry
Yeah,
me a river.
yeah,
And
but
how many goals did Jude have?
probably 20, I think he had
Cry me
last
a
season.
river, Vinny. Cry me a
Yeah.
river, bro.
Yeah, and also like Rodri had 12 goals and 15 assists as a CDM. I think that's more impressive than scoring 26 goals and 12
Exactly.
as a winger.
Yep.
Also, Rodri's
And they
streak
won.
started in 2023, February 2023, 74 official matches without a loss. To this day, it continues. And just to underscore how much of an MVP he is,
That's actually
the
the word.
5 games that City lost in that time span,
He
he
didn't
was
play.
either suspended
Hmm.
or injured.
Yeah.
So
He
it's
didn't
like
play.
you want to win or you want to not lose. Rodri's right there, and you
That's
can't even say it's Messi.
literally the
He did the
definition
same.
of the best player.
He did the same for Spain throughout it since February 23. That's what 23. That's 2 Premier Leagues, 1 Champions League, FA Cup, or was it League Cup? It's crazy. It's crazy. So
And the argument about the Europa final, and then I'll land it here. The argument about the Euro final, man, the dude was in the team of the tournament, and I think he was player of the tournament. So, say what you will, he got injured. So they were like, "All right, Zubamendi, go in and kill the game off because we already had this game in the bag, basically." So, say what you will about the final, he was still there. He still produced, and they won it because of him. They
yep.
they got there because of him. I would argue, without Rodri, they lose to Georgia. I know it sounds crazy because they beat Georgia for 4-1. But if you look at how that game was going, Georgia scored first, and it was like about to be half. It was like 5-10 minutes left in the half. It was still 1-0 Georgia. You could literally see the young players, Yamin Yamal, Nico Williams. Their heads were getting down, like because I warned them about Georgia. I mean, not a lot of people did because it's Georgia, but I was telling Alan on that one. But and then what happened? Rodri goal. What happens? They run off like 3 goals. So at a certain point, like you got to give him credit. Like they're winning, and he's the reason they're winning. So how can you argue that?
He definitely did score to bring 1-1, and he was
Yep,
playing.
and he scored a beautiful goal. Like I remember that goal outside the box, first time, classic Rodri goal. I mean, we know Rodri goals. Just go back to the Champions League final.
Yeah, well deserved to Rodri, and I don't think anybody that is saying he doesn't deserve it. They don't. They haven't been watching football.
Or they
They
don't understand.
look up the stats. They don't know how important he is to that team.
But
Uh,
it's like Booger McFarlane would say, stature like bikinis. They don't show you everything.
Stats are like bikinis. It's what's under them that's
Yeah,
interesting.
that's important. Yeah, they don't show you everything.
Mhm. But hey, we got another award from the Premier League too. Emiliano Emiliano Martinez. Once again, we're in the Yashin Trophy for the best goalkeeper. First goalkeeper to win it twice, which is surprising. I'm like, wow, like twice,
Yeah,
like never been
yeah,
done.
yeah, yeah. He deserves it.
Is he the best goalkeeper in the world?
Yeah. Who's better?
Well, I'm looking at the list of people he beat, and I'm like, there's a whole bunch of. I kind of know you, but who? So no, I don't think there's anybody better.
Hey, like I'm just like, if you don't say him, who's better?
This, especially in this past year, there hasn't been anyone better.
He won the Copa America.
Yeah.
How did he look there? Like World Cup and me Martinez. So who's better? So
Yeah.
yeah.
Let me see who they've given it to. Let's see if Mendy won at that 1 year. Nope, he did not. But yeah,
And I would argue like he's one of the biggest reasons why Aston Villa is the team they are.
yeah, he is he's a top goalkeeper, making crazy saves. He knows he's good.
Every
I mean,
week.
you love when you see somebody like that, like him, where it's like a lot of talent, and they back it up with that trash talk. It reminds
Like
me of
he's actually really freaking phenomenal. Like it's not an understatement or overstatement. He's really freaking good.
yeah. It's very easy to say he's been the best last 2 years, easy ever since
Yeah,
won the World Cup.
straight up.
This year again,
And bro, his performance in the World Cup was beyond phenomenal. So,
he
and
was
then he backed it up with Aston Villa making top 4 last season, and then they won Copa America, and he looked amazing again. Who are we gonna give it to?
and they're top of their group with they're keeping a clean sheet. I don't think they haven't conceded a single goal in the Champions League.
There you go.
3 wins, 9 goals, 0 goals conceded. So yeah, another top player there, Martinez, man. Now, if only Chelsea had a brain instead of signing all 7 of those goalkeepers, they could have put in a bid for Martinez. But hey, I hope he actually stays there for a long time and Aston Villa keep being a good team because we don't. It's not. You don't need to sign everybody.
No, it sounds like they're committed as long as Unai Emery's there.
You know. I think that will be it. Just time will tell. Amongst the other awards, Lamine Yamal, the Copa Trophy for the best young player under 21. I was like very it was scratching my brain when I didn't see Kopama on this list, but you had to have been 21 by the end of July. So and Palmer is May 6th, so not on the list. But you got some couple people, you got some bench riders though, like Arda Güler. I don't see the hype, man. He never plays. I don't even know how they judge that. But then you also got Mano. which is good. Savino and Garnacho
Mm,
somehow made the list, number 6. I'm just gonna let that one
mm.
slide. But yeah, a couple young talents there, and then of course we have our own Emma Hayes. Well, she's not Chelsea's own anymore, but Coach of the Year, and Carlo Ancelotti. Now, this is something I really want to talk about. Like in this one, I think Xabi Alonso was robbed.
Oh, yeah. I don't know.
Nah, it was robbed. You don't go a season unbeaten and then don't win, and then you break a 10-year streak, and then you don't win Coach
Okay,
of the
okay,
Year.
okay, okay. What's harder to
Not
do?
one trophy, but 2 trophies, and
Okay,
unbeaten.
what's harder to win Europa League or Champions League?
Well, we know which one is harder,
Right. That's
but I
that's
mean, it's Real Madrid. Like,
because if he had won the treble, they were in the Europa League final because
yeah, they lost the Europa League
they
final.
won the DFB Pokal. Come on, bro.
They
Come
won
on,
the
bro.
German league without losing.
Right. But what's
Never been done.
okay? What's harder
This
to do? What's harder to do? Win the German league or La Liga?
is harder to win the German league unbeaten.
No, but no, right. But like, what's harder to do in general? Win the German league or La Liga? Unbeaten or not
I
unbeaten?
would say it's
Either
the
way.
German league
Hmm?
because only like if you're not Bayern, you're not winning that league until he showed up.
Yeah, but there's two teams in Spain. That's what I'm saying. You still have to go through Barcelona around Madrid. You know what I'm saying? If you're not one of the the big teams, at least there's another team that like, all right, you got to go through them then. You know what I'm saying? But it's just Bayern. If Bayern has an off year, like they did, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but it'd be
And
one thing, but it's like
I get you with
unbeaten
the
though.
undefeated. Though. I get you with the undefeated. But if they had won the Europa League final, you got me. You got me because they would have a treble and they would be undefeated. But all right, they're undefeated in the Bundesliga, which okay, if Bayern can do it for 20 years straight, somebody's gonna go undefeated because, like you said, yeah, their league is what it is. So it means that it's harder to win La Liga. Okay, check. What's harder, Europa League or Champions League? And Real
But I
Madrid
mean,
actually won
when
the
you factor in
the
the teams,
Champions
is like
League. Yeah,
it's much easier for Madrid to win the Champions League than any other team. It's just also it's like if
but
we're
they
not
lost. But
also
Leverkusen
it's like
lost.
I don't think that that trophy should be based off of trophies. It should based off of management skills.
But it's
And I
trophies.
don't think Carlo Ancelotti is a tactician at all. He is a
I
he's a
agree with
great
you.
eyebrows and vibes
I
manager.
agree with you one
Like,
thousand percent. But
come
coaching
on,
is about results, man. All right, I'm sorry. Coaching is about results. We can go up, come down. If Poch had won the Premier League with Chelsea, he would still be our coach. We would not let him leave. We would literally tie him to his house. I'm just saying. At the
man.
end of the day,
That'd be
coaching is a, what happened when Thomas Tuchel won the Champions League? We were like, oh my God. So coaching is about results, my guy. And
great.
I
That'd be
hear you about Xavi as far as like X's and O's, on field coaching, tactician. Yes, Xavi proved that, yo, I'm the top. I'm one of the top in this game now. Yes, absolutely. But just that season, what Real Madrid did, I'm not going to say it was like, oh my God, but it was just slightly harder. If Xavi had won the treble, you got me. You see what I'm
I don't
saying?
know.
But
I
he
don't know.
lost to he lost to
It really
he lost
like
to a Nigerian
this.
called Lukman. Like,
Look, man went crazy
no
though.
offense, no offense.
He went crazy. He scored a hat trick.
Yeah,
What
he
do you
did.
want?
Yeah, he did. He went crazy for no. The best performance in any Champions League final ever,
any European fan.
ever.
He went insane, man. Out of nowhere. I'm not gonna say he wasn't capable, but that was just shocking. Like, whoa, who decided you woke up on the right side of the bed today?
He decided to be Messi,
Yeah, like a hat trick in a
like
European final.
prime Messi. He was dribbling everybody the entire like. People who don't watch that game don't understand how well Lookman played, bro. They could not get close to this man. He was possessed. Never seen him play like that in any other game ever. Yeah, it was just one of those games that, man, it's like if you tell me that God is not real, go and watch the Europa League final from last season and tell me he's not possessed.
Yeah,
Yeah, we
crazy.
may never see Lukman play that well ever again.
That's a really high bar. Like,
Yeah.
like, nah. It's like nah. That
And trust me, I think Lukman is one of the better Nigerian players on the planet. But bro, that performance, yeah,
did they drug test him after? Because they should have.
probably. They drug tested Mendy. They drug tested Mendy and they drug tested Petr Cech. I don't know if they drug tested Lukman though.
They should have.
It's
They
the
should
Europa League, man.
bro. They
It's
should.
Europa League. They're probably not gonna care like that. But if he did that in the UCL final, oh yeah. Oh yeah, they're drug testing him. Guaranteed. For sure.
I know I mentioned Lamine Yamal. I
Oh
want
my god.
to
Yeah.
bring this back to
Classico,
Real
right?
Madrid, Yamal,
Classico.
and El
Yeah.
Clasico. Whew. Oh boy. Real Madrid got spanked 4-0. I could not believe my eyes what I was watching, man. Like it's almost as bad. I don't know if you remember that Jose Mourinho game where they lost 5-0. I think it was also at the Bernabeu.
I remember.
This is that level of ass whooping right here,
Mm-hmm.
man.
Yeah.
Like Lamine Yamal, youngest El Clasico scorer, Lewandowski bagging the brace, and this is back to back. This is after they were Bayern 4-1. So it's like Hansi Flick, what the hell are you cooking? Real Madrid have not lost in over a year in the league. And this was the game where they were going to try to beat Barcelona's unbeaten record. And Barcelona said, no, rest in peace to Ken Minton, by the way. It's a real G. But like, Zach, what are they cooking over there, man? You got to tell me because like, I might have to start watching more games.
I must say, I'll start with this. Lamine Yamal celebration. Oh my god. I didn't
Disrespectful.
think the kid had it in him. I didn't think the kid had it in him. I must be honest. I did
Man,
not think he had that in him.
man.
Whoa. I was like, whoa. At the Bernabeu. Ooh, ah. Like,
Poor Madrid.
bro, I knew Lamine Yamal was scoring this game, either a goal or assist or goal and assist. I just knew it. I knew he would make an impact. Um, but like the way he did it, the celebration, his teammates rallying around him, Rafinha continuing his quest to bring back the spirit of Rivaldo. Um, Lewandowski looking like Lewandowski always does. And then, now this is where I'm going to spend most of this segment on. There was one Real Madrid player whom I call Pele Jr. That is Kylian Mbappe. Yes, he played the worst game of his career today or
That day.
on Saturday.
Well, can we talk about like what a working high line looks like though?
No.
Because what Andrew's
No,
doing
no,
is
no, 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 no. No. Hansi Flick took a chance. Hansi Flick is not going to do that again. I guarantee he's not going to do that again.
Hey,
No,
it worked.
he took a chance. Yeah, because here he said Vinny is not going to beat me. Actually, we're not going to let Vinny affect this game in any way. And then we're going to keep possession so Jude can't get in the game in any way. So we have to force them to defend. And then let Kylian Mbappe do what he wants. If he scores on us, fine. It's Kylian Mbappe. Bro, if you lose to Madrid because Kylian Mbappe scores 3 goals, hey, dog. You know what I'm saying? But if you lose because Vinny goes crazy, so I got to hand it to him. It was a brilliant plan because the game was open the entire from like goal number 1. Before that, before goal number 1, the game was open. They were both trying to score. They were like, screw defense. We don't care about defense. Screw defense. Let's go score. So you know what Flick did, which I think Maresca could take a book out of? We don't care about defense. Even if we give up a goal, fine. We're going after 4 goals. We're not going after 1 goal. We're not going after 2 goals. We're going after 3, 4 goals. And that's how they played the entire game. Please, Enzo Maresca, please, for the love of God, the next time you play Man City, Liverpool, Arsenal, please, bro, stop
Yeah,
going into your stupid, weird shell. I digress. Carry it away. I don't want to take it into Chelsea talk, but please.
I mean, yeah, like 8 offsides in one game is just crazy, man.
On purpose.
It's that's they got him.
It got in his head.
They
If
got
you're missing a little too many one-on-ones, it's going to get in your head. You're going to start second guessing yourself. And that's what happened. And then as it kept on going, it roller coastered.
him.
But I guarantee you that will not happen again to Mr. Mbappe.
Yeah, we'll learn
But
from.
it happens. That was the worst game of his career. I will admit it. That was the absolute worst I've seen him play
This might be
at
the lowest
any
rating
level.
I've ever seen. 4.9, Lucas Vasquez. Jesus, how badly did you get cooked? And is their captain? Jesus, all right,
Oh
whatever.
yeah. It was, and because Hansi
Rafinha was
Flick's
just cooking him.
system. The reason why Hansi Flick's system didn't work in Germany is because they just don't have the players. Sorry, but in um Barcelona, like they already have a system there that like their system understands how to utilize space. So all Hansi Flick just has to do is during in-game situations. I'll give you an example. He had Rafinha. I love where he has Rafinha playing. That's why Rafinha has 8 goals, 9 assists, because he's playing. Sometimes, depending on the game, he might play Rafinha at 10. He might drop Rafinha to 8. He might play him as supporting striker, right behind Lewandowski. This game required Rafinha to play as a 10, literally play as a 10. Why? Because he was utilizing the slowness of Lucas Vasquez. If you see on one of the goals that Rafinha scored, I think he only had 1 goal. On Rafinha's goal, what did he do? It was a run that he made on Lucas Vasquez's side, and it was timed perfectly. Because you're not telling me that, like Rafinha and whoever passed him the ball, they were just so telepathically. No, that was the game plan. Because you could literally see it. As soon as Rafinha started his run, the pass was given on time perfectly. And guess who he made his run around? Lucas Vasquez. So this is a man, talking about Hansi Flick. This is a man who is a master tactician. And in game, he just gets better. I land.
Yeah. I think this game definitely a major blow to Madrid's title hopes. 6-point gap now.
I wouldn't say major. Because as good as Flick ball is, don't get me wrong, it is. As Rick Ross would say. Bro, they're 17-year-old center backs, bro. I'm sorry, bro. It's gonna come back to bite them. I don't care what you say. I don't care how good Hansi
17.
Flick is, bro. These guys are playing
Yes, 17.
17-year-old. Yes. Yeah.
17
Three
crushing.
17-year-olds were playing in the previous game, I'm pretty sure. Bro, some at some point, 1 or 2 games, it'll be a close title race. It'll be a close title race. Don't just say no. Trust me.
They started. How did but how do you start? How did they start two 17-year-olds and one
Yeah, and
15-year-old?
beat you by 4. I know.
uh,
I know.
yeah, this
But
name blowing my mind, bro.
at some point, it's maybe 1 or 2 games that I shouldn't even say they'll lose focus. They because it's human. They're gonna get tired. When humans get tired, what happens? They lose focus. They're not literally not able to focus because they're tired. They're busy worrying about other things. Teenagers. They're not men yet. That's why they're 17. So their bodies tend to break down a little quicker than say 23, 24, 25-year-olds. So they're going to start feeling those effects and just hope that Christensen and Marcos Alonso can bail them out for 1 or 2 games. But I mean, hey, and it may not be a problem because Hansi Flick, the genius he is, may know. Oh, I gotta rest this guy. I gotta rest this guy. So I'll move these guys around. I'll bring in Christensen. I'll bring in whoever, just for one game, whatever. But it's gonna catch up to them because you're not gonna tell me that you just bulldoze La Liga with 17-year-olds in your starting lineup.
Well, it's
Like
not like
I'm not saying they won't win, but it's not just like, oh, a foregone conclusion. No, 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 no.
no, definitely not.
Yeah,
Definitely not. It's still early days, only 6 points,
yeah.
and it is a long season, so anything can happen.
They could win the Champions League. I mean, you saw what they did to Bayern.
Yeah, they're definitely gonna win something. This team is and like you said, it won't be easy. They have lost in both tournaments already. Those
Exactly.
losses do happen.
And they're lost in the league.
Perfect.
Oof, 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 oof.
Yeah.
He 7. Oh, no, they beat someone 7 and lost like 4 or something. So
Yeah, they lost 4-2 to Osasuna.
there you go.
Yeah,
There you go.
those things do happen.
Mm-hmm.
They're
And it's
still
not like Osasuna is a top 4 or top 6 team, are they?
they are eighth.
Thank
But
you. They're the
yeah, it's
Crystal
not.
Palace of La Liga.
You
What do
gotta
you know?
remember that this team is still in its first year.
Exactly.
They got a lot
Exactly.
of young people in that
But
team. Half the team
next
are
year,
old
next season, I'm
or
I'm
21
I'm
or
I'm
19.
already making this. Clip this, all you fans out there. Clip this. Next season, Hansi Flick is going to win the treble.
So there you have it. Treble. I'm gonna
Yes.
keep you to that prediction. Don't worry. The internet never forgets.
Don't.
Uh, all right. Well, back over in the Premier League. Uh, it's over. He's finally gone. Even though I'm so sad about it. Like I can't believe they fired my man Ten Hag, man.
Wait,
Damn.
didn't he leave? He stepped down. They didn't fire him. He
Oh, they
stepped down.
fired him. They fired him. They didn't step down.
Oh, the
They
official
fired.
report is he's been sacked.
Yeah, they
Oh,
fired him.
because Fabrizio reported that he stepped down.
He didn't
That's what
step
Fabrizio
down.
reported. Hey, that's what Fabrizio reported. I mean, it's hard for me to go against Fabrizio, man.
Fabrizio must have been wrong. Let me see what Fabrizio said about Ten Hag. Because
I
everybody else is saying
because I read what Marcus sent, and it said he stepped
yeah,
down.
they're discussing internally to sack Ten Hag with immediate effect. Yeah, he did not step down. They fired him. Yeah,
Damn.
even the club statement is nothing about mutual consent. No, that man was fired. No, they have Van Nistelrooy for now, but
And Road we trust.
I'm so surprised it took them this long, man. Like, come on, how long have I been saying fire Ten Hag since this time last year? I was like, fire Ten Hag. No, they didn't. They wanted to pick up fire Ten Hag anyways. They didn't do it this season. I'm like, don't extend this contract. They extended it anyways, and now they have to pay more to fire him. I was telling Mace in the chat. I'm like, I told him you are going to regret this, and here
Unfortunately,
we are.
unfortunately, your take was wrong.
It was right. What was
Well,
wrong?
it's a gray area. It's a gray area.
That's why I didn't want to really like claim it
Because
because it's like he
it's
did
a gray area.
outclass Ten Hag, but he
Man U still
practically like
pays them, but Man U still pays them both. But Ten Hag has an extra year on his contract. So your take is wrong, unfortunately.
no, it's not.
No,
No,
because Ten Hag has
because
the extra year on Ten Hag's contract. He's still an employee,
no,
technically, if you want to be
no,
technical.
no. The thing was who was gonna last longer at Man U, and it
Well,
was
Jadon
Sancho.
Sancho is not left
If
Man U
just
months ago.
because of his year, the year left that they'll be paying him for wouldn't make me wrong or right. It would what would make me wrong or not technically incorrect is that Sancho is pretty much already a Chelsea player at this point.
So yeah, your take
So
is
that would be because it's like he's not going back to Man U no matter what.
right because it's
You know?
obligatory,
But
and
he's
Sancho
technically
left. Sancho left before he could even play one game this season, and then Ten Hag just got sacked. So yeah, your take is
yeah.
yeah.
I don't know. It's a gray area because technically, if they cancel the loan, he's technically still a Man United player, but
If
effectively,
they cancel the loan, if
yeah,
they
if
just
if
straight
they
up,
look hey,
if
we
the
want
new manager comes in and then says no, Sancho, come back, recall. That's what it's called.
then yeah.
And yeah, that's your only chance for
But,
yeah.
but hey, man, I don't know. It's I can't even get a clean win. You know, I've been telling
Do
them
we see Almorim bringing Sancho back?
no. I don't see Sancho going back either. I think
Because here's the reason why I don't see it either. Even if Almorim would want to bring him back, if you're Sancho, do you want to go back to even the city of Manchester?
yeah. Why would you want to go back there?
Like, it's just like, bro, I had nightmares here.
Yeah.
Why do you want to bring me back here?
Why would we go back to the waterfall of Manchester? Like no.
Because I get it. It's a new coach, but I'm like, bruh, I can't sleep at night in Manchester. I wake up with hives. Why do I want to come back here?
Yeah, and he
Yeah,
was
man.
a Chelsea fan growing up. Like he's a London
That
boy, so
that
let him.
too.
You know,
That
I'd
too.
be very surprised if he actually wanted to go back, especially since like Ruben Alvarez is not just gonna magically fix everything. Like
No,
you
no.
know, they still have the same players that they had yesterday or 2 days ago. You know,
And I don't want to say they're hiring a similar type of coach, but they're hiring a coach with a similar kind of resume, if that makes sense. Ten Hag was at Ajax, won the league. Team looked pretty good. Almorim was at Sporting, won his league, beat Arsenal, right?
yeah, he did.
Yeah. So So, similar resumes. Similar resumes.
Yeah, granted, he has won more than I think. Ten Hag only won a league and a cup.
Right.
But he's won 2 leagues and 1 cup.
And
Yeah, similar, very
yeah,
similar.
man, in Portugal, man, you know
Very
what I'm saying? Like, it's similar resumes, really. Because if Ten Hag had stayed another season, he would have won the league. So it's just like, yeah,
Yeah, I was thinking, like, does this man really want to even go take the Man United job, though?
bro. My thing is, no offense, Amorim. All right, because shit, sorry, I didn't even want him at Chelsea because, bro,
Well, yeah, I didn't want him at Chelsea either. Like, I was
but
like, no.
man, you don't even. I mean, I thought y'all was gonna give Xavi a chance, but
Now Xavi would have been interesting, but I don't think that culture would have
Xavi probably.
filled
My guess is Xavi probably
the
said no, bro, because of the
yeah.
players. The player.
He
If I
would
was Xavi, I wouldn't do it because those players
he
would
doesn't have
not
anything
fit
to work
anything Xavi's trying to
for.
do. It's just like no, no.
Mm.
So I understand now why because I'm like I would have gone for Xavi, but none of those players fits him. So
Yeah, it wouldn't be a good match. Not now for Xavi to come in mid-season. Like you expect a miracle. It's just gonna be more of the same, and he's probably gonna get sick too.
that's what I'm saying. Probably gonna look worse because
Yeah,
if you remember at Barcelona, you're it wasn't
bro,
pretty.
you were going to leave, and then he said, "Hey, please stay," and then he decided to stay, and then they
And
sacked
then they
him.
sack him. That's the thing,
Yo, that's
bro.
funny. Like club legend. You do
They
that
have
to a
no
club
love, bro.
legend is
That's what.
crazy.
That's why I said, bro, don't get it twisted. Coaching is about results. All right. It's not about how you play. It's not about your style of play. It's about can you win? Oh, and if you can win and your style of play is great, Pep, you're a legendary coach. That's the difference. It's not about it's about results. That's how you keep your job because if you don't get the results, you'll never get a chance to show you that you're a great coach. It's simple.
Honestly, I think that they've been reported that they're in negotiations with Amarin already.
Mm,
Sporting are top of their league with 9 wins out of 9 games.
excellent team.
I'm just like,
They have an
damn,
excellent
is
striker.
it just gonna,
Their
bro?
striker is amazing.
What's his
Oh
name?
my.
His name is
Victor
Victor.
Gokeric.
Yeah, like he's going crazy. So I'm like, do you really want to? We're gonna switch that for the and go into the Lions den that is Man U.
It is a Lions Den. That's true. You're gonna
Yeah,
have to resurrect the
that's
career. You're gonna
literally,
have to resurrect the career of one Anthony.
bro.
You're gonna have to get Mason Mount out of his slump.
Bro,
You're
it's
gonna
like
have to
the work
instill
to do,
confidence in Xerxes. You're gonna
bro.
have to make sure that Hoyland finds his legendary form that we all thought he had coming in. You're gonna have to make sure that the kid Garnacho continues his Ballon d'Or trajectory. Sorry. What else? You're gonna
Bro.
have to manage Kobe Mano's minutes. What else is on the agenda for the Manchester United coach? uh, oh man. Oh yeah. You're gonna have to figure out a way to get any one of their fullbacks playing well besides Dallo. But yeah.
Yeah, I mean, all the sources are saying there's a deal in place. They're talking, so it's looking like he thinks he's the man for the job. Like I just hope he understands the scale of the job he's accepting. And
But my
also,
thing,
can we have some words for a poor Graham Potter getting overlooked for another job?
no, he's lucky. No,
Y- I mean,
no.
but not to be not even be in the discussion.
Nah, he should be thankful to God he's not even in the discussion because it would look worse if he was in the discussion and didn't get it. Or if he got the job and got fired again. Oh God. No, 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 no. He should be thanking his goodness gracious that they weren't even looking at him. That's good. That's a good thing. Now,
Why is this useless website with linking Ole Gunnar Solskjaer to the Man United job? Like
hey,
they
they
they,
might go
they knew
Ole. I
they
wouldn't
knew
blame them.
no they
It
knew,
fits. If that's
no
Ole's system, those are
whoever
Ole's
wrote this
players.
article, they
Funny
knew
enough, those are
they
Ole's type of players. It
half of
fits
them
Ole.
are his players from
It
back
fits
in
Ole.
the day. Half of them are his players, but like whoever wrote this
Yeah.
article was wrong because they knew that if they put Ole in the headline, I would click on it. Like you won because there's no way they're going back to Ole.
My thing is, this is just me. If I was Ineos, yeah. Okay, let's say I'm Ineos random anonymous advisor. Like, why Why not give Rude a chance? Because you bringing in a new coach and giving him a deal, like there's going to be expectations on this guy. You know, the players are going to understand that there's expectations. The coach is going to feel the expectations, which is going to trickle down to the players. So the players already have expectations because firing a player's coach basically says, "Y'all suck. You need to be better. So we'll bring someone in to make you better because you
Yeah.
suck."
Yeah.
So that double the pressure on the players. Pressure is already on the coach because you just left Sporting, a great club. Now you have to prove it. My thing is, that's why Ole wouldn't be so bad. There's no pressure on Ole. Even Rude would be even better.
Look,
There's negative pressure on Rude. It's his first job. He doesn't know anything, but obviously he does. He's Ruud van Nistelrooy. He was the assistant coach for a reason. He has a coaching staff. So Ineos, you built a team, right? You built a culture, a system. Let's see how your system works.
Zach, if they brought Ole back, there will be literal riots at Old Trafford. Come
No,
on.
they don't have to bring Ole back.
They
No,
fired him for a reason.
I'm not even saying bring Ole back. That's actually not what I'm saying. I'm saying, all right. What I am saying is bringing Ole back would be better than even hiring Almarin. But what they should do, just keep Rudd to the end of the season. You have nothing to lose. Season's over. Wash your hands of Rudd. Wash your hands of the useless players. Hire a new coach. Bring in the players that he wants. Off you go. But you hire this new coach now. There's going to be expectations on him. There's going to be expectations on the players.
Well, I mean, there was always going to be expectations because the expectations are the same reason, part of the reason why they fired Ten Hag in the first place because he wasn't.
But you're not going to fire Rudd.
That's the thing. Somebody has to coach the team in the meantime.
That's what I'm saying.
They can't just be coachless. And also, like, I really don't get it either. It's like they fired the man, but they didn't fire the idea.
They kept everything. Yes,
bro. Yeah, because it's not like they're just gonna start playing differently under a new. Well,
it's kind of like when we fired Graham Potter and then we brought in Bruno Saltor. They were like, actually, nah, let's bring in Lampard and just close it. Because we're like, you're not going to hire a new coach now. Just bring in a legend. You know, yeah, sure, we sucked, but let's suck under him again so he can take the fall. We can move on. It worked. It worked.
Hey, fun fact. Before they selected what's his name, Slot, Amarin was negotiating with Liverpool, but they chose Slot over him. But who knows? He might be there, man. I guess only time will tell. Literally.
Yeah, but there's a reason why they picked Slot over Amarin.
Why was that? I don't know.
Hey, Slot looks like their guy now. Looks like they did
it looks like they made the right choice.
That's what I'm saying. So yeah. Slot must have come in there with some ideology that blew their mind. Like, here's my plan to get Trent playing defense. Oh, okay.
Poor Manu.
Actually,
poor Manu.
Trent is playing better defense than he's ever played in his career, statistically. Like, seriously, I'm not making this up. Even when they were talking about them at halftime, they were like, yo, did you see Trent out there defending? It was like, yeah, he's actually close to the center backs. He's actually marking his man. He's actually tracking back. I'm like, whoa, what? But yeah, man. So you never know what goes on at those interviews, you know. But all I'm saying is, why bring in a coach in the middle of a season that you're going to have to do a whole new deal with, and he's probably going to want his coaching staff? Why not just keep Rudd, be miserable and terrible, and move on? Rip the Band-Aid off. Close out this chapter. But it's Ineos. I mean, you saw how long it took for them to fire Ten Hag.
It's very early in the season, though. It's like October. They definitely not They're
True.
not messing with the
True.
rude. They want to replace him ASAP. You know, they want to be on ASAP. I was just checking if there's any midweek games, but I guess we can end it here.
You know who their next game is against.
Oh, well, we can talk
That's why
about
I said in Rude we trust.
yeah. We're out of time today. I know we were supposed to have a short episode, but yeah, definitely don't have time to go into the Premier League results, but we will be discussing those later this week. You know, we're trying to get more content out for you guys. So
For
yeah,
you,
if you like the episode, drop a like. If you
please.
didn't like the episode, drop a like
Still like it.
anyways.
Or drop a
Or you can
dislike.
dislike it, but don't
It don't
dislike it.
matter.
Like the video. We
But don't
like.
just watch it and like entertain yourself, like, because I
Don't be
know,
stingy. Like if you watch this long, you might as well drop it.
yeah,
Come
because I
on.
know we're entertaining.
If you
You
listen
know
to
we're
it for
entertaining.
its sake, you might as well like and
You
subscribe.
might as well like it
You know,
or
like
share it.
comment. Okay, comment. Yeah, you could just post it. You know, send the
Do
link.
something. All right. How about this? You don't have to like it if you share it. You don't have to share it if you like it. You don't have to like or share it if you comment.
And if you subscribe, you can
You
do
don't have to do
whatever you
anything.
want. Yeah,
How about that? Just do something. One thing.
and do it right now. But
Exactly. Exactly. Thank you.
thank you. Thank you for making it to yet another episode. We will see you on the next one.